Richard Boone, born Richard Allen Boone on June 18, 1917 in Los Angeles, California, emerged as one of the most compelling figures in American film and television. Boone's life bridged the worlds of classical education, military service, and Hollywood stardom, creating a persona as layered as the characters he portrayed. A descendant of frontiersman Daniel Boone, he carried a historical legacy into his performances, often embodying stoic and complex heroes of the American West. From stage beginnings to television acclaim, Boone's story reflects both the promise and challenge of mid-20th century American acting, and the man behind the legend is as fascinating as his roles. Early life and family roots. Boone's family background shaped his worldview. His father, Kirk Boone, worked as a corporate lawyer, and his mother, Cecile Boone née Beckerman, came from Jewish immigrant ancestry. This mixture of legal rigor and immigrant resilience influenced Boone's disciplined yet independent character. A seventh-generation relative of Daniel Boone, Richard inherited a connection to American frontier mythology, which would later permeate his on-screen persona. Boone's childhood was defined by a classical education, which he pursued with curiosity and a touch of rebellion. Early influences laid the foundation for a career defined by intelligence, moral complexity, and a commitment to authentic storytelling. Education and early ambitions. Boone attended Stanford University to study art, but struggled academically, leading to an early departure. Undeterred, he explored a variety of careers, including working in oil fields and boxing, before enlisting in the United States Navy during World War II. His time as an aerial gunner in the Pacific Theater honed qualities of courage and determination that would later define his performances. Boone's military service shaped both his work ethic and his approach to character development, instilling a sense of authenticity and resolve that resonated with audiences in his later acting roles. Acting training and stage beginnings. Following the war, Boone pursued acting under the GI Bill at the Actors Studio in New York. There, he trained alongside other emerging talents, refining a craft that emphasized emotional depth and psychological realism. His stage work in the late 1940s allowed him to explore a range of characters, laying the groundwork for a versatile screen career. Boone's early roles, often supporting parts in films, showcased his natural gravitas and commanding presence, qualities that quickly drew attention from casting directors and audiences alike. This period cemented his reputation as a serious actor capable of handling challenging material. Breakthrough in television. Richard Boone's first major recognition came with the medical drama Medic, 1954 to 1956, in which he played Dr. Conrad Steiner. The show's realistic portrayal of hospital life marked a turning point in television storytelling. Boone's performance demonstrated his ability to navigate emotionally complex roles with intelligence and subtlety, earning him both critical and popular acclaim. This success set the stage for his most iconic television role and proved that Boone could carry a series as its central figure, balancing authority, empathy, and moral complexity in ways that few actors of his era could achieve. Iconic role, Have Gun. Will Travel. Boone's career-defining role was Paladin in Have Gun, Will Travel, 1957 to 1963, where he portrayed a cultured gunfighter who carried a chestnut-emblazoned calling card and quoted Shakespeare. The series was a critical and commercial success, cementing Boone as a television icon. Paladin's combination of intellect, menace, and compassion mirrored Boone's own depth as an actor. His portrayal redefined the Western hero, blending sophistication with the ruggedness expected of frontier narratives. Over 6 seasons, Boone captivated audiences and established a legacy that continues to influence portrayals of morally nuanced characters in westerns and beyond. Later television work. In the 1970s, Boone continued exploring innovative television concepts, including Heck Ramsey, 1972 to 1974, in which he played a former gunfighter turned forensic investigator. Although short-lived, the series combined Western and early detective elements, showcasing Boone's ongoing commitment to challenging traditional storytelling. This period reflected his curiosity as an artist, as he sought roles that were both intellectually engaging and socially nuanced. Boone's choice of projects demonstrated a willingness to push genre boundaries while staying true to his on-screen persona as a thoughtful, morally anchored figure. Personal life and relationships. Boone's private life mirrored the complexity of his professional one. He married 3 times, first to Jane Hopper in 1937, ending in divorce in 1940, then briefly to Mimi Kelly in 1949, and finally to Claire Malone in 1951, a marriage that lasted until his death in 1981. Boone and Claire had a son, Peter, who who occasionally appeared on Have Gun, Will Travel. These personal relationships, particularly his enduring marriage to Maloon, provided stability amid a career filled with challenges. Boone's family life, like his acting, combined depth, loyalty, and a capacity for nuanced emotional connection. Life-altering accident. In 1963, Boone was involved in a serious car accident that caused significant injury. While details remain sparse, the event temporarily halted his career and forced a period of reflection and recovery. This moment reminded Boone of his mortality and influenced his later choices, including moves toward writing, teaching, and community involvement. The accident served as a turning point, encouraging him to pursue creative and civic endeavors outside Hollywood while deepening his commitment to authenticity in the roles he continued to take on screen. Hawaii and St. Augustine chapters. Boone spent part of the 1970s living in Hawaii, engaging with local theater and television projects. Later, he relocated to St. Augustine, Florida, where he became deeply involved in the city's annual theatrical production, Cross and Sword, a musical drama about Florida's founding. This phase of his life emphasized cultural engagement over mainstream stardom. Boone's participation in regional theater highlighted his dedication to nurturing the arts at a community level, using his skills and experience to enrich local productions and mentor younger performers, demonstrating that his passion for storytelling extended well beyond film and television. Cultural ambassador and writing. In his final years, Boone was recognized as Florida's cultural ambassador, a role reflecting his contributions to local arts and civic life. He made public appearances, spoke on the arts, and advocated for cultural initiatives, demonstrating a commitment to community enrichment. Boone also explored writing, producing newspaper pieces and other works that allowed him to engage creatively in new ways. These activities reflected a broader vision for his legacy, one that emphasized impact, mentorship, and the cultivation of artistic expression beyond commercial success, further defining his life as one of purpose and influence. Legacy and final years. Richard Boone passed away in 1981, leaving behind a legacy defined by memorable performances, groundbreaking television work, and contributions to the cultural life of the communities he embraced. Known for his commanding presence, moral complexity, and dedication to authentic storytelling, Boone influenced generations of actors and writers. His final resting place by the Pacific symbolizes the enduring calm and dignity that characterized both his personal life and his work. Boone's story remains a testament to the power of talent, discipline, and courage, ensuring his impact on American culture is both lasting and profound. Conclusion: the enduring impact of Richard Boone. Richard Boone's life combined artistry, intellect, and commitment, producing a career and personal legacy that transcended conventional celebrity. From early stage work to iconic television roles and a deep engagement with community arts, Boone consistently chose depth and authenticity over easy fame. His portrayals of complex characters continue to resonate, while his civic contributions in St. Augustine exemplify a life lived with purpose. Boone's story reminds us that true greatness lies not only in talent, but in the courage to embrace challenges, take risks, and leave a lasting mark on both art and society.